We're going to be changing the front brake pads and rotors on a 2014 BMW 320D. First, you're going to want to loosen the screw holding on the brake rotor. You can use an impact screwdriver. This makes the job a lot easier. Remove the clamp on the front of the brake caliper, then remove the two bolts holding on the brake caliper to the brake caliper mounting bracket. The bolt that's holding the brake caliper on is a hex style bolt, so make sure you use the correct size as you don't want to round the head on the brake caliper bolt. Pull the brake caliper towards you as this makes getting the brake caliper off the mounting bracket easier. You'll notice that the brake pad is inserted into the actual brake caliper, so just be aware of that when removing it. Compress the brake caliper and give it a good clean and spray it down and then put it out of the way. Remember to take the cap off the brake reservoir and be careful that the brake fluid doesn't overflow out of it when compressing the brake caliper. Take an 18mm socket and remove the brake caliper mounting bracket. Just a note on why we're doing the brake rotors as well. They're in very poor condition and the customer complained that when he applied the brakes after the car was warmed up, that the brake rotors would shudder and shake and send a horrible shaking through the suspension to the steering wheel. Give everything a good clean wipe down and wipe the face of the hub and spray it all down with some brake cleaner. Make sure everything is as clean as possible and even give the brake pad wear sensor a clean. Apply a little bit of anti-seize to the face of the hub to prevent any corrosion or seizing in the future. Then give the brake caliper mounting bracket a really good clean and get as much of that old brake dust and grit and grime off. Spray it down with some brake clean and place to the side. Apply a small amount of Loctite to the screw that holds on the brake rotor. This just ensures that you don't have any issues later with the brake rotor coming loose as you're driving. Spray down the brake rotor with some brake clean to get all the excess oils off they put in the manufacturing line, then place on the hub and tighten down. Spray the brake rotor down and get any grease that's going to be on the face of the brake rotor where the brake pads will touch. Apply a small amount of Loctite to the bolts that hold the brake caliper mounting bracket on. This just ensures that you don't have any issues with anything coming loose in the future while driving. Apply a small amount of anti-seize or grease to the ends of the brake pads. This just ensures that you don't get any uneven wear in the future and that you don't have any issues with sticking or seizing later on. Reinstall the brake caliper and give the brake caliper bolts a good clean and then reinstall them. Apply a small amount of anti-seize to the bolts as well before reinstalling them and then tighten down. Reinstall the brake caliper wear sensor too after you've given it a clean. Then reinstall the clip that goes back on the face of the brake caliper. If you like this video, please like, share and follow and head to our Facebook page if you need any work done.